CM Punk has responded to AEW showing the All In footage. Joe Hendry is training full-time at the WWE Performance Center. Bryan Danielson has put his career on the line, and Kurt Angle is returning to a ring. Welcome to Wrestling Republic News, your daily show which brings you all the non-dirt sheet wrestling news in the time that it takes for you to drink your morning coffee. Let's kick things off today with the news that CM Punk has finally responded to AEW showing the backstage footage of him and Njpw from last year's All In Wembley. In an interview with SI Media, Punk finally commented on it, and he said that it feels wild to be a top draw in both companies, of course, talking about the fact that they received a huge ratings boost for AEW when they did show the footage. He also said that showing the footage didn't necessarily help or harm AEW. I'm glad CM Punk has finally spoken about this now, so hopefully everybody on both sides can just move on, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick and tired of it. Everyone's moved on. CM Punk's doing well. AEW are doing well. Let's just keep moving forward. AEW star Bryan Danielson originally told New Japan Pro Wrestling that he was going to do the G1 Climax tournament this year. In case you don't know what the G1 Climax tournament is, basically it's the biggest tournament in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's a round-robin tournament where there's 2 leagues, 10 competitors in each league, and every competitor faces every competitor in that league. Then the winners of both leagues go on and face each other to find out the overall winner. Sometimes the lineup kind of changes a little bit, sometimes they tweak the rules, but in general, that's the rules for it. And it's an outstanding tournament, and by many people do just consider it the toughest tournament in professional wrestling, and rightfully so, because it's basically a month of hell. But as a fan, it is absolutely brilliant to watch. And actually, right now, it's going on in New Japan. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. It's a lot of wrestling to keep on top of, but it's extremely fun. Anyway, in an interview with Sports Illustrated, Danielson revealed that he told New Japan Pro Wrestling, he told the head booker, Gedo, that after his match with Zack Sabre Jr., he decided that he wanted to do the New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax this summer. However, in the end, he decided that he just could not do it, because even if Tony Khan let him have the entire summer off, he's not sure if his body could take it at his age with the amount it's taken, and also he's just not sure if he could be away from his family for an entire summer. I would have absolutely loved to see Danielson in the G1, but let's be real about it, it's very understandable why he does not want to do it. In other Bryan Danielson news, he has announced that he is putting his career on the line at AEW All In Wembley when he takes on Swerve Strickland for the AEW Championship. Of course, Danielson has always said that this year he would retire from full-time competition, but he left the door open for potential part-time appearances and matches going forward. But if he loses to Swerve Strickland, well, that cannot happen. If you want to see my full thoughts on this and me break it down a little bit more, I of course have the Allison analysis series where I break down my 5 key findings from Raw, Dynamite and SmackDown after every show, and the Dynamite one will be out in just a couple of hours time, and I will be talking about the Bryan Danielson stuff in detail, so make sure to check that out here on the Wrestling Republic YouTube channel. In absolutely shocking news, Joe Hendry has revealed that he is able to train at the WWE Performance Center full-time. Joe Hendry has revealed in an interview with Matt Camp on the Wrestling Mat that TNA and WWE have agreed a deal where Joe Hendry can appear on NXT, do his contracted dates in TNA, do independent bookings, and most surprising of all, train at the WWE Performance Center full-time. I mean, I've never, ever heard of a deal like this before. It is absolutely insane. It shows it's a new era, but it also shows that Joe Hendry is something special, and he has hit the jackpot, and he deserves it. Because this guy, it feels like he's come out of nowhere, but trust me, he hasn't been. I've been watching him in the UK for nearly a decade now, and he's been doing these songs and all that for that long. And he's just never properly gotten the recognition he deserves. But now finally he is getting it, and he deserves it. Eric Young has revealed that he believes that Bobby Roode is one of the best wrestlers of all time. During an interview with Dynasty Viper's Vipercast, Eric Young revealed that when he thinks of what makes a perfect wrestler, Bobby Roode is basically that, and he has to be in the conversation for the best wrestler of all time. He said that Bobby Roode never really got the chance to show the world everything that he could do, but that he's got the ability to talk, believability, athleticism, and luck to be in the conversation to be the best of all time. And this is a hell of a take. Bobby Roode was always massively underrated, his in-ring work especially. I feel like he never really got the praise that he deserved for it. But best of all time, I wouldn't go that far. But the fact of the matter is Eric Young knows that guy better than anybody else. And if he really does believe that, well, I mean, we have to take it seriously. Kurt Angle will be stepping into the ring one more time. But it won't be a wrestling ring, it will be a boxing ring, and it won't be as a competitor, but instead as a referee. He will be a referee for the celebrity boxing fight between Joe Guidias and Anthony Sabato Jr. Now, I had absolutely no idea who either of these blokes were. They say they're celebrities, I've never heard of them. Maybe you guys have heard of them, I don't know. So one of them is apparently on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, which doesn't really narrow it down, as I didn't know that was a thing. And the other one was a former Calvin Klein model. I know what Calvin Klein is, but again, I have no idea who this bloke is. But hey, Kurt Angle stepping in the ring one more time. That's interesting. Mercedes Moné is returning to New Japan Pro Wrestling for the first time since signing with AEW. She will be crossing the forbidden door to compete at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Capital Collision event on August 30th in Washington, D.C. As of right now, her opponent has not been announced, but undoubtedly I'm excited for it. It's always great to see her in a New Japan or Stardom ring. Meanwhile, the NWA's signing spree has continued as they have signed Daisy Kill to an exclusive contract. Kill is of course one half of the current NWA United States Tag Team Champions, so signing him to an exclusive deal, it seems like a no-brainer. But honestly, over the past few weeks, it's been name after name after name that NWA have been signing to exclusive deals. They are making big moves, and it's great. It's great for the wrestling business, and hopefully it'll be great for the NWA. Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll be back tomorrow for a bit more wrestling news. And make sure to check out Allison Analysis later today. Also, Wrestling Republic's daily broadcast live at 8 p.m. UK today, 3 p.m. Eastern and 12 p.m. Pacific. We hope to see you there. Peace!